Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back to another edition of the Irie Insurance pregame show. Our final of 4 games today at Central Cass, the East Region softball tournament. Game 4 of 4 today, Pinning and Mayport CG against Kindred-Richland. Let's take a look at what's happened so far in day number 1. Thompson defeating Hankinson 10-6 in walk-off fashion. Abby Richmond with the walk-off home run leading Northern Cass over Grafton. And Central Cass defeating Pembina County North 11-0. So this one, Mayport CG, the number 2 seed out of the Northeast against Kindred-Richland, the number 3 seed out of the Southeast. Again, double elimination tournament, but you'd love to put yourself in the driver's seat with the win here on day number 1. Kindred-Richland having to get themselves in this tournament with the play-in game, and that play-in game coming with a victory over Enderlin Maple Valley. That is what put them in this tournament. Well, it was round 1 was off for Mayport CG. They did not have to play in that opening round of this tournament. So Mayport CG, a 9-7 record on the season. They come into this one with a strong offensive outpouring, and Kindred-Richland has seen them struggles this season, but are looking to string together some wins here to try to earn themselves a trip onto the state tournament. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show coverage on yourliveevent.com with the East Region Class B softball tournament today. We also have coverage of the Region 1 baseball tournament. We also have coverage of track today. We'll have coverage of the Region 2 tournament beginning tomorrow. Basically what I'm saying is there is a lot going on at Your Live Event with some of our North Dakota postseason action. You can see our full schedule at yourliveevent.com. Let's take a break here in our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll have a whole lot more coming your way next, but we'll step aside. This is coverage of the East Region softball tournament on yourliveevent.com.
One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
We are back on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Kindred-Richland ready to play Mayport CG in the final game of day 1 of the East Region softball tournaments. One of these two teams, Mayport CG, Kindred-Richland, looking to join Central Cass, Northern Cass, and Thompson as winners here on day number 1 of this tournament. The home team will be Mayport CG. I believe they will be the home team here in this contest. They are the number 2 seed out of the Northeast. Kindred-Richland, the number 3 seed out of the Southeast. Stay tuned after our broadcast. We'll hand out some post-game accolades, including our RDK Enterprise Precision Player of the Game, our Halstead Telephone Connection of the Game, and our Embers Energy Player of the Game. So stay tuned in our post-game broadcast for that, as we will run you through some of those post-game accolades. But it's been exciting softball so far today, especially we look at a near comeback in Game 1, a walk-off in Game 2, and this one has the makings to finish off our day 1 pretty strong. We'll take another break here in our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll come back to meet our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineup. We'll be back with more East Region softball coverage on yourliveevent.com.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Welcome back to our Irie Insurance pregame show. Let's get our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineup. We'll get you the batting order for Kindred-Richland. The Vikings will be the visitor on the scoreboard, leading things off. Brea Mauk, the second baseman, batting second. Leo Rowland, the shortstop. Abby McDonald, the pitcher. Number 5, batting third. Maddie Birchall, the catcher. Number 8, batting cleanup. Batting in the batting in the 5 spot. For the Kindred-Richland Vikings is Remy Dubord. She will play center field. Mackenzie Fuchsa, the left fielder, number 16, batting 6th. Cora Johnson, the designated player, number 17, batting 7th. Batting 8th will be the first baseman, number 10, Danica Roth. Batting 9th is the third baseman, number 20, Avery Ammerman. And the flex player will be playing right field, and that is number 18, Jansen Jornheim. So that is the lineup for the Kindred-Richland Vikings, who will be batting first. A look at the lineup for the Mayport CG Patriots. In the pitcher's circle for the Patriots, Riley Satrom. Satrom will be doing the pitching to Raina Satrom. So that will be the battery of Satrom to Satrom. In the infield, playing first base, Shyla Peterson. Batting second, Mesa Larson. Playing second, Mesa Larson. Playing shortstop, Cora Genrich. Playing third base for the Mayport CG Patriots, Danica Hansen. In the outfield, it is Stella Short to the left fielder. In center field will be Mara Judish, and in right field will be Kylie Carpenter. That is a lineup for the Mayport CG Patriots, and that is our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups in this final game of day number 1 of the East Region Tournament. Satcham will have a meeting at the pitcher's circle as Sobrea Malk will make her spots into the batter's box for Kindred-Richland. Malk, Roland, McDonald, 1, 2, and 3 in the order for Kindred-Richland. Again, a loss here doesn't end your season, but it takes you out of the driver's seat for a chance to punch one of the 4 spots out of this region onto our state tournament. Malk will step in, a right-handed hitter against a left-handed pitcher in Riley Satcham. First pitch from Satcham, and that is called the strike. Time of first pitch, 7:01. So we've been just about right on time through our 4 games here today at Central Cass. Thanks to our Central Cass schools for being the host of this East Region Tournament as the 0-1 swung through and miss. Satcham gets ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes against Malk. Malk will take a look on to Coach Sam Bratt in the batter's box at third. Coach's box, rather, at third. Pitch swung through. It's a 3-pitch strikeout for Satcham. Malk is down on strikes. 1 up, 1 down in the visitors' half of the first inning, and it's Leah Rowland, the shortstop for Kindred-Richland. Satcham, the lefty's pitch. That is called a strike. Satcham, a lefty, something that a lot of these batters from Kindred-Richland, you do not see a lot of lefty softball pitchers in this state especially. So a little bit of a shock here at the first time through the order as the next one comes outside to the right-handed hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Satcham has really come at the batters so far, these first 2 she's faced. Out of the batter's box, now back in is Leah Rowland. No one on, 1 away. Top of the first inning. The pitch, this one chopped onto second under the glove of Maisha Larson, the second baseman, and Leah Rowland is on with the 1-out base hit for the Kindred-Richland Vikings, and it's Abby McDonald, the pitcher. McDonald will try to help herself out here early in this game. 11-0 was the score of our last one. Central Cass a win over Pemmican County North. Rolling on the bag at first. 0-1 pitch. That one comes outside. Excuse me, rather that is the first pitch of the at-bat, and that is outside for a ball. Rolling conservative over on first base to the first pitch she's seen along the base paths. Practice cut for Abby McDonald. Right-hander will come back in again to face the lefty. A chunk of the signs coming for Riley Satcham. Satcham delivers to Raina Satcham, who fouls it back to the fence. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. About midweek, we started concerning ourselves with what the weather conditions would be for this East Region softball tournament. A lot of rain was expected today, or a decent amount at least. That has cleared up. Monday, Tuesday, looking at we should have ourselves decent weather to wrap up this tournament and get our 4 state qualifiers as the 1-1 pitch misses outside. That is a ball snap throw over to first. Peterson does not put down the tag over at first. 2 balls and a strike to the Kindred-Richland pitcher. 1 on, 1 away. 2-1 pitch. That will be called a strike. Count evens 2-2. Our last game, pretty much all of our accolades, in fact, all of our accolades, our precision player of the game, our connection of the game, our energy player of the game went to the pitching staff as swinging through the pitch is McDonald. She is down on strikes. 2 away. 2 strikeouts this inning for Satcham. And Maddie Burchell will bat for Kindred-Richland. 2 away, a runner at first for the Vikings. That's how crucial pitching comes over the course of a season, but in particular when you start getting to the nitty-gritty of the postseason where every pitch counts. This one lifted in the air over on first base. Peterson plants herself under it. We'll get it for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, hits, no errors. 1 left on. We have played 1/2 inning. We are scoreless with Mayport CG coming to bat next. This is softball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877.
Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning, scoreless game on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Kindred-Richland will come to bat for the first time. Mayport CG will come to bat for the first time. And we'll see their batting order. Danica Hansen, the third baseman, leads things off. Riley Satcham, the pitcher, batting second. Maisha Larson, second baseman, batting third. Raina Satcham, the catcher, batting cleanup. Bradley Carpenter, right fielder, batting fifth. Hyla Peterson, the first baseman, batting sixth. Cora Gensrich, the shortstop, batting seventh. Merritt Judish, the center fielder, batting eighth. Stella Sertz, the left fielder, batting ninth for the Mayport CG Patriots. Abby McDonald will be in the pitcher's circle for Kindred-Richland. Maddie Burchell will be doing the catching. We'll get you the rest of the defensive lineup. But first, let's get our first batter for Mayport CG. First pitch gets Danica Hansen. And Hansen's on the base path. She earns it the hard way, hit by a pitch. So McDonald hits the first batter she faces, bringing up Riley Satcham. Danica Roth is at first base for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Brea Mauk is at second. In the shortstop position, Leah Rowland. Over at third base, Avery Averman. In left field, Mackenzie Fuchs are in left. In center field is Remy DeBoard. And the flex player, Jansen Jordheim, is in right field for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. So here we go, one on, no one away, bottom of the first inning. Mayport CG looking to score early. Pitch to Satcham, that comes outside. No, it's called a strike. Burchell was fully anticipating the runner Hansen trying to advance on the second. She came up, but Hansen standing pat over at first base. This broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangements with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activity Association as the 0-1 pitch. That one comes outside, 1-1 strike. Burchell will chase back the runner Hansen to first for Mayport CG. Thompson, Northern Cass, Central Cass already winners today. The 1-1 to Satcham is a bunt down to third. Play comes over to first. They will get the out. The sacrifice will go down 5-4. Hansen on to second, but a good job hustling off the bag over at third base for Ammerman to get the out. Mesa Larson, the second baseman, will come on for Mayport CG. They have Danica Hansen standing at second with one away. No score on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Pitch on the way. This one chopped into center, and it is caught for the first out. Hustling back over to second will be Hansen. Remy DuBoard will catch the second out. Raina Satcham, the catcher, will come to the batter's box. Danica Hansen, the third baseman, was hit by a pitch, first pitch of the game off the hands of Abby McDonald. Caught the shoulder of Hansen. She stands over at second. First pitch, this one poked in the air for a base hit. They're going to send Hansen around from third. Relay throw from the outfield. Won't make it in time. Hansen is in. It is Raina Satcham with the two-out RBI base hit. Mayport CG will take the lead 1-0. Kylie Carpenter, the right fielder, went to the batter's box. Satcham, the catcher, will remain on the base pass for Mayport CG. Patriots opting to not go with the courtesy runner, and now we're going to get a check of the lineup card from the officials. So I'm wondering if they are going to try to get that courtesy runner in. Yeah, they will. 2 outs. I figured that was what the plan was going to be. Ali Moen will be the courtesy runner over at first. So Moen will come in the spot of Raina Satcham, who got that 2-out RBI hit to give Mayport CG the 1-0 lead. So Kylie Carpenter into the batter's box, 2 away. Abby McDonald's trying to close the door on this inning for Kindred-Richland. Pitch off the end of the bat, rolling over to third. Here comes the throw over to first base, and a good play coming off of third for Ammerman. 5-3 ends the inning. We have played 1 complete. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on in favor of Mayport CG. They lead Kindred-Richland on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Top of the second coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between 2 of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Remy Dubourg will lead off the top of the second inning for Kindred-Richland. They trail Mayport CG 1-0 on the Tim Cassette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. First pitch for the board taken for a strike. Dubourg, Fuchsa, Johnson will bat this inning for Kindred-Richland. I'm Joel Morgan. Thanks for joining me here on YourLiveEvent.com. The 0-1 swung on and missed by Dubourg in the hole early. No balls, 2 strikes. Game 4 of 4 today in what has been an enjoyable afternoon out here in Castleton. Through the signs is Satcham. The pitch fouled back out of play by Dubourg. And the Norman County Fair in Ada, Minnesota coming up June 23rd to the 26th. Visit normancountyfair.com. Plenty of free entertainment, music, racing, carnival, midway fair food, and a whole lot more. It's where summer begins and fun never ends. Pitch high and outside. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dubourg to lead off top of the second. Kindred-Richland playing the extra game in this tournament, a victory over Enderlin Maple Valley to play themselves into this East Region tournament. Next offering runs high. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Riley Satcham takes some time through the signs. Her 2-2 offering. This one swung on a miss. A strikeout of Dubourg to lead off the top of the second inning. Strikeout number 3 for Riley Satcham. Then it's Mackenzie Fuchsa up next for Kindred-Richland. Satcham, coming into this game, had pitched 41 innings on the season, a 4-2 record. First offering runs high, a ball. 4.4 ERA. Team high 64 strikeouts coming into this game, so now a team high 67 strikeouts. The 1-0. That will run high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Dubourg. No one on, 1 away for Kindred-Richland. Satcham pitch swung through again by Fuchsa. Count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Things really starting to cool off here in Castleton. Laying off one outside as Fuchsa. Hitters count. Count at 3-1. And it will be called a strike. Count full, 3-2. Fuchsa kind of froze for a second, thinking maybe she would have gotten the call in her favor. of being low and outside. Instead, it makes the count full at 3-2. 3-2 runs high, ball 4. Fuchs is on the base paths for Kindred-Richland. They have the tying run on with one away, and Cora Johnson, the designated player. Cora Johnson, a quick check of the signs. Same situation as last inning, a one-out base runner coming for Mayport CG. The pitch comes high, runner is off, throw on a second, the tag is put down in time. Fuchs is out, caught stealing, 2 away. Raina Satchram just had a beat on the runner. Was able to get the throw off. Larson put down the tag, so now the bases are empty, 2 away. Different situation for Johnson. Johnson fouls back the pitch, strike 1. So instead of advancing the runner or trying to bring him home, Johnson's just trying to extend the inning and lays off a ball high. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll have a 1 o'clock start time Monday for the second day of this tournament. We'll lose a pair of teams in the process. Chasing a pitch outside is Johnson. Coverage begins at 1 o'clock. Hankinson against Grafton. Loser calls it a season. We'll have 2 losers out games coming up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Cora Johnson. Bases empty, 2 away. Riley Satchram trying to close the door on the top half of the second inning, and call won't go her way as it's low and outside. Looking at a full count, 3-2. Roth on deck for the Vikings. Fouling off a pitch to stay alive, Cora Johnson. Kindred-Richland not too many years removed from a state championship of their own. Of course, Central Cass has been the king the last 2 times in Class B, have been the king definitely of this region. The 2-2 swung through by Johnson. She goes down on strikes, and the inning is over. 4 strikeouts in 2 innings of work for Riley Satchram. On our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, it is 1-0 Mayport CG. They'll come to bat when we return here on YourLiveEvent.com.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an ancient pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with a company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial, auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
Isla Peterson will lead off the bottom of the second inning for Mayport CG. The Patriots a 1-0 lead against Kindred-Richland. Here tonight, the pitch comes. It is outside, will be a ball. Last inning, a run on a hit, 1 left on for the Patriots. Raina Satchram driving in the runner and Danica Hansen. Next one gets away from Abby McDonald. It is 2 balls, no strikes to the Mayport CG first baseman. Peterson, Gendrich, Judish. Scheduled hitters for the Patriots. The 2-0 high and outside. Popping up is Maddie Birchall, and some control issues to start this inning for Abby McDonald. The bad pitch from getting the leadoff runner on for the Patriots. .3-0 outside, a 4-pitch walk, and Isla Peterson's on. The leadoff hitter is on for Mayport CG. So the Patriots looking to add to their 1-0 lead. Cora Gendrich, the shortstop. In the batter's box. Pitch showing bunt. This one will come foul down the line at third. Off on the pitch was Isla Peterson. She will make her way back over to first base. Gendrich willing to sacrifice herself to advance the runner, but has a lot of space right up the middle of the infield, the way short and second are playing. 0-1. That comes outside. It's going to be, actually will be called a strike. It's an 0-2 count to the shortstop for Mayport CG. And now I think we're going to see the bunt taken off, but still a lot of space right up the middle for the Patriots shortstop. Pitch comes. She pokes this one in the air on a center field. Coming back, though, the shortstop to make the play. A miscommunication. They will get the force at second. So 6-4 will be the force out at second for the first out. Cora Gendrich is on first with the fielder's choice. And Dubourg got her signs crossed with Roland the shortstop, and neither one was really able to make a play. Merritt Judish is batting for Mayport CG. They lead 1-0, 1 on, 1 away. Top or bottom of the second inning, first pitch. That one will be called the ball. Abby McDonald checks her signs, ready to come home to Maddie Burchell. The 1-0 sent in the air the other way. I believe it's going to land foul. No, it's on the right side of the foul line for Mayport CG and trying to push it on to third. Gendrich, and she is going to be out. She will be out on a great play for out number 2. Judish will get the base hit, and it's now a runner at first with 2 away. That one had some hang time to it, was put in the right spot. Looked like it could have been trouble for the Vikings. Instead, they're able to get the out at third, so 2 away. Stella Suritz is in the batter's box. Abby McDonald gets strike one, the 0-1. That will come high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Donald ready for the 2-2. This one goes outside, played by Burchell. Long look over to the runner, Judish at first. So the leadoff hitter got on for Mayport, and then the next batter really has just kind of swapped positions. There was a runner at first with 1 out, now a runner at first with 2 outs. Ball in the air, foul territory. Burchell towards the fence, does the dance with it, and can't find the right spot on that backspin. Staying alive is Stella Surt will stay alive for this bottom of the second inning. Eight, 9, and 1 due up in the top of the third inning for Kindred-Richland. Here comes the 2-2, swung on and missed, and a strikeout ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on through 2 complete innings. On our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seat Sales scoreboard, Mayport CG 1, Kindred-Richland 0. This is high school softball on yourliveevent.com.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success, and they wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead and a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration, staff, and students at the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, you can find a lot of new spring items and gift ideas to check out. There's everything from new spring decor to gifts for any occasion. Find gift items for Mother's Day, confirmation, graduation, weddings, also birthdays and anniversaries too. Of course, you'll find a great selection of greeting cards for all occasions. Stop in and see what's new at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. And don't forget about your pharmacy and healthcare needs too. They provide in-town delivery and offer mail-out services for their customers. Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Seneca Roth will lead off the top of the third inning for Kindred-Richland. They trail Mayport CG 1-0. First pitch, swinging strike. Riley Satcham coming out to work her third inning. Satcham 2 innings, a hit, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Last inning, a Fuchsa reached on a walk, got caught stealing second. Slow roller will come on to second, played over to first for the out. Larson was able to get the out, 4-3, 1 up, 1 down. In the top of the third inning, Avery Aberman, the third baseman, number 9 hitter for Kindred-Richland, to the batter's box. Those slow ones off the end of the bat sometimes, especially when you're talking about a short infield in softball, could be a lot of trouble. As strike one called against the third baseman for Kindred-Richland. Manisha Larson, I mean, she was able to make the play and get the out, made it look easy, but those could be tricky. Sometimes you don't know when to charge, you don't know when to lay off. Sometimes pitcher comes in and tips it. Pitch taken for a strike, ahead on the count. Riley Satcham, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2, that one will miss outside. Satcham trying to get him to chase. Averman lays off. It's all right-handed hitters in this lineup for Kindred-Richland. So if you're going righty-lefty, it should be in their favor. Fouling off a pitch outside, Avery Aberman will keep the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Avery Aberman then, Brea Mauk, top of the order for the Vikings. The 1-2 will miss. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Aberman, last 3 pitches is laid off, fouled one back and laid off. Two 1, swung on for out number 2. Aberman down on strikes, 5 strikeouts coming for Riley Satcham. And it's Brea Mauk, the second baseman, top of the order for Kindred-Richland, who trails 1-0 here in the top of the second inning on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. The pitch, fouled back, or swung through rather, for strike 1. Riley Satcham facing her 9th batter of the game. She's done a good job getting ahead on the count. Now gets ahead on this one, no balls, 2 strikes. Hansen, Satcham, and Larson, top of the order, due up next for Mayport CG in their half of the third inning. They'd like to close the door on this one first, and they're a strike away from that as the 0-2. Pop foul out of play, first base side. Bases empty, 2 away. The 0-2 called strike 3. Satcham ends the inning on a strikeout, her 6th of the game. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the third inning. Mayport CG leads 1-0, and it will be the top of the order when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farmers, what do you like on your salad? I'm kind of a Caesar salad kind of guy myself. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance. Now, I am no chef, but I would say a Caesar salad is way tastier to eat than a corn or soybean salad this summer. If you haven't bought your hail insurance yet, give us a call. We would be glad to help, but just don't wait too long because it's way more profitable to bring that crop to the elevator than eat a shredded corn and bean salad all summer long. For more information on our crop hail coverages, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Danica Hansen lays off ball one outside for Mayport CG. 1, 2, and 3 scheduled here in the bottom of the third inning for the Kindred-Richland, for the Mayport CG Patriots, who lead the Kindred-Richland Vikings 1-0. The 1-0 that comes high and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. This one hit right up the middle, will come down for a hit. Played off a hop by the center fielder. Duboard will get it in. Danica Hansen is aboard for the second time with the third hit of the game for Mayport CG, and it's Riley Satchram, the pitcher, coming to the batter's box. Last inning, Isla Peterson got on with a walk and then basically traded spots with each batter. The inning would end with a strikeout. Taking strike one is Riley Satchram. She had a sacrifice bunt back in the first inning that advanced Danica Hansen on to second, who would eventually score on the RBI hit from Raina Satchram. Only run we've seen so far in the game. Abby McDonald ready for the 0-1 pitch. Swung through by Satchram, and checking the runner, Maddie Burchill for Kindred-Richland. Watchful eye over at Hansen at first base. Donald ready for the 0-2. Called strike three. Satchram reared back to take a big rip at it, laid off. Instead is out on strikes. McDonald's first strikeout. It's of the looking variety. And it's Mesa Larson, the second baseman for Mayport CG. Danica Hansen's over at first base. 1 out in the bottom of the third. 1-0 lead for the Patriots. Pitch comes. Bunts will come down. It's picked up over at third. Ammerman's throw in and out of the glove of the first baseman, Roth. They try to get the out at third. They do. So the lead runner in Hansen is eliminated. That will be 5-3-5, I believe, on the second out of the inning. Well, Mesa Larson is safe on the fielder's choice. With 2 away, it's Raina Satchram. That is 2 outs at third, brought on by the Kindred-Richland Vikings, and they got to be happy with that kind of defensive play. So what could have been a runner at first and third, 1 out situation for the Patriots instead has become a runner at first, 2 out situation. 1-0 the count to Satchram. The pitch, big swing, no contact. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. One the count. The pitch comes high, 2-1, and Burchill has been all over any runner who's been over at first base for Mayport. Wants to keep the Patriots from getting free bags. Here comes the 2-1. This one will be looped to center and right to the glove of Remy Duboard. That will end the inning. For Mayport, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard through 3 complete innings. Mayport CG 1, Kindred-Richland 0. This is East Region Softball on YourLiveEvent.com.
More new trades at Norman County Implement. Highway 9 North Ada. 3 Batwing mowers, used 15-foot models, all available. The price ranges from $7,500 to $15,000. Batwing mowers at Norman County Implement. 08 Wilrich Double Spring Quad X 50-foot has 8-inch shovels priced at $27,000. And remember the new Massey Ferguson compact tractor model 1840 with loader, cab, and all the extras. Talk to Chuck or Neil for more information. Norman County Implement. Highway 9 North Ada thanks you for your business.
Top of the 4th inning on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. 1-0 Mayport CG. Kindred-Richland, as we get into the halfway point of this game, we'll try to get on the scoreboard. Leah Rowland will lead things off. Then Abby McDonald, Maddie Burchill will go up against Riley Satchram, who is coming out for her 4th inning of work. Satchram 3 innings, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, and a walk. Join us again for coverage of Day 2 of the East Region Softball Tournament beginning Monday at 1 o'clock. Hankinson will play against Grafton in a loser's out game. Pembina County North will play the loser of this one 25 minutes after that. First championship semifinals, 20 minutes after the second loser out game, with the second semifinal, 25 minutes after that one. So Tell yourself 1, 3, 5, and 7, which is the schedule we just about hit perfectly today here in Castleton. Leah Rowland, the shortstop, leads off the inning. Pokes one in the air, foul territory, first base side. Not a lot of room for Isla Peterson to make a play, as it will go over the other side of the fence, and one of the bench players for Kindred-Richland will track down the foul ball. Next one to Rowland. Comes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One to Rowland. Fouls back. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leah Rowland, the shortstop, 1 for 1 in the game. She has the lone hit so far for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. A big win for them on Tuesday night against Enderlin Maple Valley, ending the Falcons season. Pitch outside, laying off is Rowland. Evens the count 2-2. Riley Satcham through the signs. Pitch. Fouled out of play, first base side again. Carpenter and Peterson both kind of gave chase. Again, Larson was on. Mesa Larson was also on the mix too, but I think it was more so just kind of. Let's just kind of keep an eye on this. Kind of out of routine, as the offering will miss. Count is full. Pitch called a strike and down on strikes. Leah Rowland, 1 up, 1 down, 7 strikeouts for Riley Satcham, but it's Abby McDonald, the pitcher, up for Kindred-Richland, who trails 1-0. Swinging through the first pitch, Abby McDonald. Oh, 1. This one will be hit for a base hit. Abby McDonald is aboard with the second hit of the game for Kindred-Richland. Now I wonder if we will see a courtesy runner come for the pitcher. Well, Maddie Birchall, the catcher, first will step to the batter's box. So the tying run is on for the second time for the Kindred-Richland Vikings, down 1-0 in their half of the 4th inning. Abby McDonald, the pitcher, will stay on the base past Sandstrom's pitch. Big swing, no contact from Maddie Birchall. Snap throw over to first. Will get by Isla Peterson. Abby McDonald will advance on to second on the error. So McDonald in scoring position for Maddie Birchall. Birchall popped up to first base to end the first inning. She is 0 for 1 in this contest. Birchall's pitch went high, or pitch to Birchall rather went high. She swings through it. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Kindred-Richland catcher. Just 1 away here on the top of the 4th. Next pitch, this one hit the other way, foul territory. Peterson towards the fence will collide with her catcher Satcham. And they're going to say the ball dropped, and now we'll get a run coming home. So Peterson and Satcham collided. The ball was dropped. Heads up running coming from Abby McDonald, who comes all the way around from second to score. So she will score on the second error of the inning, and we are tied 1-1 on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. And I don't know if Peterson couldn't hear it from the press box, if Peterson had called off Satcham or just a miscommunication, but just from what it looks up here, I think Satcham just had a full head of steam going towards that ball and couldn't hold up. And a good job to get the runner McDonald not only back to second so she can properly tag up just in case, but also to be aware of the fact that no one was covering home, and she didn't miss a beat making that turnover from third base. So we are tied at 1-1. And they are going to say that it was caught. So the pop-up was caught for the second out. Remy DuBoard will go to the batter's box. Will take ball 1. So they hung on to make the play. Did Peterson. So Burchell is out on the pop-up, and the count will go to 1 strike. 2 away, bases empty, 1-1 game. DeBoer, a strikeout victim back in the second, swings through the next offering from Satcham. That will make it 1 strikes. Offering comes outside, count even 2-2. 5, 6, and 7, and the Patriots batting order due up in the bottom of this fourth inning. They will bat in at least a tied game. See if Remy DuBois can extend it for Kindred-Richland. Lays off one outside, count full 3-2. Mackenzie Fuchsa awaits on deck. (3-2). This one foul, out of play, first base side. Bases empty, 2 away, 3-2 the count. Remy DeBoer, the center fielder, lays off ball 4. So the go-ahead run now on here in the top of the fourth inning. Riley Satcham's second free pass issued, and it's Mackenzie Fuchsa who drew the first walk off Satcham back in inning number 2. Fuchsa would be out trying to steal second. Pitch outside, actually will catch the outside part of the strike zone. 0-1 the count. Kindred-Richland has not had very many base runners in this game, but when they get them, they're aggressive, and it pays off the way that tying run came in. Showing bunts, pulling back Fuchsa. It's still called the strike, 0-2 the count. Riley Satcham a pitch away from closing the door on this top of the fourth inning, which has seen Kindred-Richland tie things up at 1 apiece. The pitch, this one poked the other way, through for a base hit. DeBoer onto second, she'll be held up. Fuchsa goes the other way with a 2-out hit, and now a lot happening with 2 outs here for Kindred-Richland. Runners at first and second, 2 away, and it's Cora Johnson, the designated player. Swing of the bat, and we could see a 2-1 lead coming for Kindred-Richland. Johnson gets the sign from third, back into the batter's box. First pitch, a strike, rather a ball outside. Johnson going through the signs with Coach Sam Brandt over at third base. The 1-0 showing bunt, pulling back. It's a strike. 1 strike. Runners will advance, though. Moving on to third. DuBois on to second is Fuchsa. So double steal of sorts will put runners at second and third, 2 away. There is a big gap over in right center right now for Cora Johnson. If she finds that open space, Kindred-Richland's going to take a 3-1 lead. The pitch, a ball outside, 2-1. One run has been scored this inning so far for Kindred-Richland, and a swing for Johnson. Can't make contact. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on the way, called strike 3. Johnson's out on strikes. 8 strikeouts for Riley Satcham for Kindred-Richland. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, rather 2 errors, 2 left on. We are tied at 1 with Mayport CG coming to bat when we return. This is softball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Precision planting of the 2021 crop has started. Everyone at RDK Enterprises wants you to know these items. Call RDK Enterprises for your planter needs. RDK Enterprises has maintenance parts in stock. Call for precision planter support, 701-636-2119. Please have a safe spring. Thank you for choosing RDK Enterprises for your precision planter needs. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. PlanterDoc.com. It pays to plant with precision.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Mayport CG batting in his tie ball game. 5, 6, and 7 for the Patriots. Kylie Carpenter, the right fielder, will lead off the inning. Carpenter, a 5-3 ground out back in the first. Abby McDonald will come out to work her fourth inning for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. For McDonald, 3 innings, 1 run, 3 strikeouts. 1 run, 3 hits, a strikeout, a walk, and a hit batter. Strike one taken by Kylie Carpenter. Carpenter, Isla Peterson, Cora Gensrich will be next this inning. Pitch called a strike. Thinking about the bunt was Carpenter, instead kept the bat on her shoulder. Avery Ammerman, the third baseman, was kind of charging in, ready to make the play. So now Carpenter is going to have to swing. Pitch will take a hop about 3 feet in front of home plate. Easy for Carpenter to lay off. Winners so far today, Thompson, Northern Cass, and Central Cass. The 1-2 misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. In fact, it was a walk-off win. Abby Richmond, the walk-off home run to lead Northern Cass to their victory. That came against the Grafton Spoilers. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Carpenter. Lead off the bottom of the fourth inning. Goes the other way. It's under the glove of Averman. The third baseman gets by the shortstop, Roland, as well. Carpenter pokes one the other way. Gets aboard with the leadoff base hit. Go ahead run on for the Patriots, and it's Isla Peterson, the first baseman, coming up. (1-1) our score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Kindred-Richland has, or rather Mayport CG has stranded 2. Strike taken on the outside part of the plate by Peterson. Peterson a walk and was forced out at second. So this is her first official at-bat. 0-1, big swing, no contact. In the hole quickly here, 0-2. Cora Gendrich are waiting on deck. The 0-2, big swing, no contact. Peterson is out on strikes. Out number 1, 5 strikeouts coming from McDonald.
Shortstop, Cora Gendrich.
Cora Gendrich coming into the batter's box. Pitch comes. Chasing something high, will miss. Advancing on to second, though, Kylie Carpenter. Mayport CG, Kindred-Richland tied at 1 apiece. The 1-0, big swing from Cora Gendrich comes high. That will be 1 ball, 1 strike. (1-1) and a bunt attempt. This will go into foul territory. And that will be it for the at-bat for Gendrich. So that will be a strikeout here. Merritt Judish to the plate. Will take a pitch low and inside a ball. Kylie Carpenter, she stands over at second. Chasing a pitch outside, Judish. And that will be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Abby McDonald trying to close the door here on her 4th inning of work. 1 foot in the batter's box for Judish. She will come into the batter's box now. Pitch. This one just tipped foul back to the screen. Maddie Burchell popped up thinking that this one might have some hang time for a play. Instead, it will be a 1-2 count. First run of the game for Mayport CG came from Raina Satram's RBI base hit. The only run for Kindred-Richland coming on an error on a good base running play from Abby McDonald. Pitch swung on and missed. Judas will get the strikeout to end the inning. No run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on, 4 complete innings on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is Kindred-Richland 1, Mayport CG 1. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Just Isla. We are top of the 5th inning here on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. It is a 1-1 game between Kindred-Richland and Mayport CG. The Vikings will come to bat here 8-9-1 due up here in this inning. I want to remind you the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangements with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Thank them for giving us this privilege. Thanks to Travis Lamar and Central Cast for all the help here and coming out here and broadcasting. Danica Rath will foul the pitch back over to the fence for strike 1. Danica Roth, Avery Aberman, Brea Mauk. 8-9-1 due up this inning. The 0-1 pitch, big swing, no contact coming for Roth, and it is an 0-2 hole to lead off this inning. Game before this, a win over Pembina County North for Central Cass 11-0. Pitch fouled back out of play by Roth. This one has the makings of, a very different game as Riley Satram and Abby McDonald have both pitched well. Defenses have both picked their teams up. We may see a close finish to this one. Laying off a close one, but it's a called 3rd strike. Roth is out. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 5th inning. 9 strikeouts for Riley Satram. Avery Averman, the 3rd baseman, the number 9 hitter. Coming up to bat. She will lay off a ball outside. She steps out of the batter's box. Practice cut will lay off a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. No one on, 1 away. Top of the 5th inning. 1-1 comes high and outside. Raina Satram will reach up and pull this one out of the air. Two-one offering, pulling back the bats in time was Ammerman. Comes off the end of the glove of Satram to the backstop. Count 3 balls and a strike. (3-1). Big swing, no contact for Avery Ammerman. Count full, 3-2. Brea Mauk, the second baseman, awaiting on deck for Kindred-Richland. The Vikings, they are the number 3 seed out of the southeast subsection. Pitch fouled back by Ammerman. They defeated Enderlin Maple Valley Tuesday in a regional play-in game. Hankinson, Grafton, Pembina County North, Kindred-Richland all needing play-in games as a swing by Ammerman just gets enough of that pitch to keep this at-bat and this at-bat, it was only the first out, so not this inning, but at least this at-bat alive for Kindred-Richland. 3-1 pitch, swung through and missed. Ammerman down on strikes, back-to-back strikeouts for Satcham. Riley Satcham, 10 strikeouts. In fact, she has struck out 3. No one on, 2 away. Bria Malk, the second baseman, up for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Swings through strike 1. Satcham has really come after all the batters she's faced. She has walked 2, but I feel like every batter for Kindred-Richland has been behind in the count against Riley Satcham. This one chopped over to third. Good backhand play coming for third, and the throw across the diamond will be in time. Danica Hansen will get the out here, 5-3. It is a 3-up, 3-down, top of the 5th inning. And our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard, we are tied at 1. Mayport CG coming to bat when we return here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead. Thanks to all who have visited the new Valley General Store in Halstead. If you haven't been there yet, they welcome you to stop in at the store full of hardware, groceries, and more. Valley General Store in Halstead, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
We are back here, bottom of the 5th inning. Kindred-Richland, Mayport CG all tied up at 1 apiece. It'll be 9. Ella Sert will lead off this inning, and then to the top of the order for Mayport CG. Inning number 5 for Abby McDonald, who has pitched well behind some good defense from her Kindred-Richland teammates. 4 hits, 4 left on for Mayport CG. Sir, she will swing through the first pitch for strike 1, a strikeout victim back in the 2nd inning. 0-2, this one popped up back foul and out of play right on top of the awning over the press box. And the count now 0-2. Bottom of the 6th inning. 7:01 was the time of first pitch of this game. Pitch will come inside to the left fielder for Mayport CG. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abby McDonald will come through the signs. Next pitch, that will run inside. Rather, bottom of the 5th inning. Scoreboard has us just an inning ahead. As the 2-2 will miss low and inside. Count full 3-2 to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Mayport CG has had the leadoff hitter on the last 3 innings. In fact, all 4 innings they've had the leadoff hitter on. Reached on a walk, 2 walks, 2 hits. Strikeout, though, will start this inning. Drop third strike. Throw comes to first. They will get the out. So 1 up, 1 down. That is 4 straight strikeouts. And 5 now in the game for Abby McDonald. And it's back up to the top of the order for Mayport CG. Here in this tied game, Danica Hansen will come to the plate. Add 5, make that 6 strikeouts for Abby McDonald. Ball 1, high and outside to Danica Hansen. Hansen made a good play to end that last inning. She is 1 for 1 with a base hit. Also walked, scored a run in the first inning. She scored the only run so far for Mayport CG. She was driven in for Raina Satcham on an RBI base hit. The 1-0, low and inside, 2-0. Riley Satcham, the pitcher, awaits on deck for the Patriots. Really just feeling how much it's cooled off out here in Central Cass as the sun's gone down. Ball 3 will come low, 3-0 the count. No one on, 1 away for Mayport CG. Quick check of the signs from McDonald. Back into the batter's box, 3-0. That is a strike. Laying off all the way was Hansen. McDonald knew she was going to way off that 3-0 pitch and just came right at her. (3-1). This one chopped over to short, picked up by Rowland, throw to first base, 6-3 on the outs. 5 straight put down by Abby McDonald. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and Riley Satcham, the pitcher, will come up to empty bases with 2 away. A left-handed hitter for the Mayport CG Patriots. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. Very rare do you see a lefty thrower or a lefty pitcher who bats from the right-handed batter's box, but it has been known to happen. Ricky Henderson, left-handed hitting outfielder, or left-handed outfielder, right-handed hitter. Pitch comes high to the backstop. One on the count to Riley Satcham. 2, 3, and 4 will bat in the top of the 6th inning for Kindred-Richland. Ex-Offering is outside. That is 2-0. Satcham takes a practice cut. We'll go into the batter's box. 2-0. A strike, 2-1. Abby McDonald looking for strikeout number 7 to close the door on this 5th inning. Now the 2-0, that one is outside. Count at 3-1. Should Satcham reach, Mesa Larson will be the next batter. Swung on a miss for Satcham. Count full now, 3-2. A lot can happen here on this next pitch. We can see this inning continue on, or we can see this inning come to an end. And it's called strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Abby McDonald. Gets Satcham looking to end this inning. In the bottom of the 5th, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. Our score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard through 5 complete. Kindred-Richland and Mayport CG all tied at 1. This is coverage of the East Region Softball Tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
People depend on a healthy food supply always being there. We take great pride in what we've built here, and we want to pass that on.
Running a family farm isn't easy. We can't control the weather, ever-changing farm policies, and up and down farm prices, but we manage to keep going to provide the safest food supply we can.
To be a farmer, you have to be committed, and it isn't so much a choice as it is a calling.
Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
You know the importance of planning before you plant. To finish strong, you need a solid start. That's why at Cess Vonderhoff, we remain committed to developing sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, all to help you make spring decisions that will yield the harvest you envision. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Cess Vonderhoff, a passion that grows.
I just don't think that's right. We are back here, top of the 6th inning. 1-1 our score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Final game of day number 1 of the East Region Tournament. I'm Joel Morgan. Thanks for joining me here so far today. And what has been an exciting day. We've really had the playoff feel to some of our games, all of the games that we've had here in Central Cass. Leah Rowland will lead off the inning for Kindred-Richland. Abby McDonald and then Maddie Birch will do up this inning. Riley Satcham has gone 5 innings, 3 hits, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks. Leah Rowland, 1 for 2, a hit back in the first inning. The only run for Kindred-Richland came on an error. A great heads-up base running from Abby McDonald. She was on second base, a pop-up in foul territory. allowed her to score as Isla Peterson and Raina Satcham collided in foul territory. She came all the way around from second to score as no one was covering home plate. Leah Rowland, the shortstop, will lead things off for Kindred-Richland. Ball off the end of the bat is by the glove of Mesa Larson, the second baseman. Leah Rowland is aboard with a leadoff base hit, the fourth of the game for Kindred-Richland. Vikings have stranded 3 in this game. When it's a 1-1 contest, a lot of emphasis gets put on those stranded base runners. Abby McDonald, the pitcher, will come up. She has scored the lone run of the game. Shows bunt. Will pull the bat back in time, and the ball comes off the shin guards of Raina Satcham, allowing Leah Rowland to advance on to second base. Rowland at second, no one out. Could become a big inning here for Kindred-Richland in the top of the 6th. Ball off the end of the bat. Playable from the pitcher's circle. Coming up to make the play, Riley Satcham. That is out number 1, and it's Maddie Burchell, the catcher. Burchell twice has popped up to the first baseman, Isla Peterson. That last one, again, was, as we mentioned earlier, was the one that allowed that run to score. Comes out swinging. This one in the air, on to center, and is by the outstretched glove of Judish. Coming all the way around from second, going home to give him the lead is Leah Rowland. It's a RBI double for Maddie Burchell. Two-1 the lead for Kindred-Richland. Remy DuBoard. Remy DuBoard will bat now for Kindred-Richland. Still just one away, a runner at second. DuBoard 0 for 1 with the walk, shows bunt, gets it off, but it is fouled back towards the fence. DuBoard was off on that bunt. She had to take some time to come back and get her bat. She'll look through the signs and now steps into the right-handed batter's box. Maddie Burchell, the catcher at second, rearing to go on the next offering. Bunt shown again. Runner is off. Throw comes. The tag is applied at third, but a stolen base. Burchell will swipe third. Fly ball makes it a 3-1 lead for Kindred-Richland. Now we're getting time called, and there is a question about the play at third. So the umpires will meet and discuss that play at third that allowed Maddie Burchell to swipe the bag. Not sure what the question is coming from the Mayport CG dugout. The call is still going to stand. The runner is there. So Remy DuBoard, facing a count of no balls, 2 strikes, is ready to go against Riley Satcham. Called strike 3 against DuBoard. 2 away, strikeout number 11 for Riley Satcham. Kenzie Fuchs, the left fielder, will come up, and I think we are going to see a pitching change coming for the Patriots. 5 2/3 innings right now for Riley Satcham in a meeting in the pitcher's circle. Thompson defeated Hankinson game 1 of the day, 10-6. Walk-off fashion, Northern Cass a win over Grafton. And then Central Cass an 11-0 win over Pembina County North. Riley Satcham will remain in the ball game in that meeting in the pitcher's circle as everyone getting set to get back in position. Now we are going to see a change coming, it looks like. Well, Raina Satcham was in the dugout. She had to come back out. So no change comes after that meeting. And I wonder if that was an equipment adjustment coming for Satcham. Fuchs' pitch, first pitch comes outside, wild pitch, a flip over to Satcham covering the bag, but it will be well behind the run. Burchell scores on a wild pitch. 2 runs come across this inning for Kindred-Richland. They lead 3-1 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Next pitch comes high, count 2 balls, no strikes to the left fielder for Kindred-Richland. 2 away, bases are empty. The damage has already been done for Kindred-Richland. Mayport CG is going to try to get in this inning and answer right back in their half of the 6th. 2-0 pitch. That is called a strike. 2-1. Fuchs, base hit and a walk. She was also caught stealing back in the 2nd inning. 2-1, sent the other way, pulled out of the air by Isla Peterson. A line out ends this inning, but 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, no one left on. Kindred-Richland takes the lead, 3-1. Mayport CG will try to answer back in their half of the 6th when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
Bottom of the 6th inning on our Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. 3-1, Kindred-Richland putting 2 across in their half of the 6th. The home team, Mayport CG, will try to get a rally started here, and it's Mesa Larson, followed by Raina Satcham and Kylie Carpenter. For the Patriots, 1 run on 4 hits. They have left 3 stranded. For Kindred-Richland, 3 runs on 5 hits. They have left 3 stranded. First pitch taken by Larson for a strike. Abby McDonald's working on her 6th inning. 5 innings, 1 run, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts of her own. Swing and a miss for Mesa Larson in the hole, quickly 0-2. The 0-2 swung on a miss, a 3-pitch strikeout to start out the top of the 6th inning. 8 strikeouts now for Abby McDonald, and it is the catcher, Raina Satcham. Satcham 1 for 2 with an RBI hit that was back in the 1st inning. McDonald needed some extra time. Satcham will come back into the batter's box. Ball line to third off the heel of the glove of the third baseman, Ammerman. And Satcham is aboard. That was a hard hit ball. That will be scored as a hit. 6th hit of the game for Mayport CG, and it's Kylie Carpenter, the right fielder. Patriots down by 2. Carpenter 1 for 2 in the game. Ball 1 misses high and outside. Abby McDonald threw the signs. The 1-0 took something off it. Carpenter swings through it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Home half of the 6th inning. Mayport CG trying to overcome a 2-run deficit. 1 on, 1 away. 1-1. That one comes high, and Maddie Burchell Takes about 3 steps in front of home plate. Watching Raina Satcham over at first. And the 2-1. That will miss outside. 3 balls and a strike. Mayport CG has not scored a run since the first inning. Raina Satcham drove in Danica Hansen. They have had their chances. The 3-1. Called strike 2. Three-two, swung on and missed by Carpenter. Big strikeout coming for Abby McDonald. That is her 9th of the game. That is Isla Peterson, the first baseman. Peterson at home plate. Riley Satcham at first. Big swing and a miss from Peterson. Pitch off the end of the glove of Burchell, the catcher. That allows Raina Satcham to advance on to second. Oh, 1 to Isla Peterson. That one comes high and outside. Burchell makes the play. We'll get it right back to Abby McDonald. Mayport CG down by a pair. Prime opportunity here with the runner at second. There is 2 away, but a swing of the bat can cut this one to just 1 run. Home half of the 6th inning. 1-1 pitch. Misses low. A ball, 2-1. I think with Burchell being as active as she has been after every pitch, and they run her on second in what has been a close playoff game, I think McDonald is getting a little too concerned with the runner over at second as the 2-1 pitch. Big swing, no contact from Isla Peterson. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. As I say that, of course, McDonald now pulls herself from 1 strikeout away from bringing us to the top of the 7th inning. The 2-2, swung on, miss, strike 3. 10 strikeouts for Abby McDonald. No run, a hit, no error, 1 left on. We are through the bottom of the inning. We'll step aside. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsborough, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today. One of the main benefits of moving to the Halsted Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halsted Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Right Implement in Hillsborough, 701-636-5692. For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, In the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777. or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
And welcome back here on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. So we had the team celebrating like this game was over. Us keeping score for the broadcast of this game, the score at the PA table, both of us only had 6 innings. The scoreboard at the ballpark was in the 7th. So now there's a question on the field. May still be 6 outs left to play in this game. So that's the discussion that's happening right now. So that is what we are waiting on at this moment. So they're trying to get the umpires. I think we're going to come back here and we're going to play some more softball. We're seeing the coaches now come out on the field. The coaches are going to discuss it. The scoreboard was an inning ahead. So what was read on the scoreboard on the field was an inning ahead, but it was never corrected. Us in the score booth, the PA announcer, as well as us here on this broadcast and your live event, we were all on the 6th inning. So we were preparing for another inning of work. The scorekeeper's not up here with us in the broadcast booth, so now that is being discussed on the field. So right now it is 3-1, Kindred-Richland leads. We may have 6 outs still left to play. So we're going to step aside. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Well, something I have never seen before, 10 years of broadcasting in 3 different states, many different games of baseball and softball. We were ahead an inning. So the scoreboard had us an inning ahead. Us here in the box were keeping score. We were still on the 6th. So the final out happened in that inning. And then team celebrated like the game was over. The Kindred-Richland Vikings celebrated like it was over. Mayport CG celebrated or somberly went to their sideline ready to discuss what it was being next in this tournament and kind of reevaluate the situation. The umpires left the field. They're tracking down the umpires. We're going to take a little pause here, and we're going to come back to play the final inning. So, again, a unique situation out here at the ballpark, but we'll come back to play the final inning. So we'll step aside here real quick. We'll return on yourliveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Thanks for joining us here. We're getting ready to play the top of the seventh inning. If you're just joining us here on your live event, the scoreboard was an inning ahead. So when the final out came at what was actually the bottom of the sixth inning, both sides, umpires, fans, all thought the game had come to an end. So teams were wrapping things up, and it said, wait a minute, we still have another inning to play. So trying to track down the umpires, get them back out here. Teams are kind of going through some warm-ups to keep themselves fresh, but we have 6 outs of baseball left to play here in this final game of day number 1 of the East Region softball tournament. Kindred-Richland leading Mayport CG by a score of 3-1. As a broadcaster, you never feel that anything you do is really a result of the outcome of any game. But I feel for this one instance, everyone was ready to wrap things up until us in the press box went on the field and said something that, hey, we got 6 outs left to play in this game. So the game will continue. Mayport still has a chance to come back. Kindred-Richland still has a chance to pad their lead and secure this win to move on to the winner's bracket of this tournament. So yeah, just a weird occurrence of events as we're waiting for the umpires to come back to resume this game. It will be Cora Johnson, the designated player, to bat this inning. Riley Satchram will remain in the pitcher's circle for Mayport CG. Let's take one last break. We'll come back hopefully with the resuming of this game. You're watching softball coverage on yourliveevent.com.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
Well, the umpires are back, and we are ready to resume a game that we had most had thought was already over. And we thought that we were in the bottom of the 7th inning, and in fact, we were an inning ahead on the scoreboard. So Corey Johnson, Danica Roth, Avery Ammerman, 7, 8, 9 will bat for Kindred-Richland, who leads Mayport CG 3-1 on a Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Again, it's almost felt like a game that was suspended due to weather. Players got on the field, warmed up a little bit, kept themselves. I think it was more so of keeping yourself fresh, getting back in the mindset to finish off this game. First pitch will be set back to the circle. Satcham will get it over to Peterson at first. 1-3, 1 up, 1 down in the top of the 7th inning, the real 7th inning. Danica Roth will come up to bat next. 7, 8, 9 will do up in the bottom of this inning for Mayport CG. Roth shows bunt. That one will be fouled back towards the fence. Riley Satcham working her 7th inning. She has given up 1 earned run. Make that 2 earned runs out of the 3. Taking a strike will be Roth in the hole. 0-2, no one on, 1 away. She has 11 strikeouts to her credit to Satcham. Abby McDonald has 10. The 0-2, this one fouled back towards the awning. You can hear it roll over on top of the press box. Oh, 2 on the way. This one will miss low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2, swung on and miss. Roth down on strikes. That is 12 strikeouts by my count for Riley Satcham. And with a 2-1 lead, Kindred-Richland's last chance to try to get an insurance run before turning it over to Mayport CG starts now as the pitch is outside to the batter, Avery Ammerman. Next pitch fouled back. One ball, 1 strike, no one on, 2 away. Ammerman lays off a ball low and outside. Next one, same spot, will miss. Backhanded by Raina Satcham. 3-1 the count. Riley Satcham has issued 2 walks so far in this game. That is low and outside. Ball 4, Ammerman. Some insurance runs right now for Kindred-Richland is on the base paths. Brea Mauk, the second baseman, will come up. Brea Mauk 0 for 3 in this game. Pitch outside, that is a strike. Chasing something outside, Mauk fouls it back in the hole, 0-2. The 0-2 called strike 3. Mauk is out on strikes. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on. That is 13 strikeouts for Riley Shatram. And the bottom of the 7th inning, Kindred-Richland leads 3-1 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll have that coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
And we are back here, bottom of the 7th inning on our Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Kindred-Richland 3, Mayport CG 1. Last chance for the Patriots to keep themselves going in the winners bracket. 7, 8, and 9. Their batting order will go up against Abby McDonald for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. Coverage of the tournament resumes on Monday, 1 o'clock. Hankinson will play against Grafton in a losers-out game. Pembina County North will play the loser of this one in a losers-out game. That'll be 25 minutes after Game 1. Game number 3, championship semifinals, Thompson against Northern Cass, Central Cass against the winner of this game. Cora Gendrich will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning for Mayport CG. They are down by 2 runs. And is she hit? No, it took a bounce from this angle. Looked like it got her in the knee, but it actually took a bounce on the turf. That is ball 1. 7th inning of work for Abby McDonald. She's given up a run, 6 hits, 10 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit batter. 1-0, this one hit over the head of the shortstop, Roland, and a base hit for Gensrich. Seventh hit of the game for Mayport CG. Merritt Judish now in the batter's box. Pops one foul back and out of play. Scoping out the field, Abby McDonald before she comes back onto the rubber inside the pitching circle. Pitch. This one fouled out of play. Judish just reached out of the batter's box and got a piece of that one, fouling it back in the hole 0-2. 3-1 the score. Kindred-Richland with the advantage against Mayport CG. And time called at home for Judish. Kind of a roller coaster of emotions for both teams with the error and the inning scoring. Kindred-Richland thought they had already won the game. They already celebrated. There was ice on the field from the cooler. Pitch comes low. It's a ball. Will get under Maddie Birchall's shin guards into the backstop. Gendrich will advance on to second base. Mayport CG was already getting ready for their second game, which would have been against Pembina County North. One ball, 2 strikes, the count. The offering called strike 3. Judish is down on strikes. 1 away, strikeout number 11 for Abby McDonald. Ella Sertz will come into the batter's box. Runner on second in the form of Cora Gendrich. Down by 2. 2 outs to work with for Mayport CG. McDonald's pitch inside a ball. Sert 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. she can get on, she'll open things up for the top of the order. It's really been a pitcher and defensive battle in this game. The 1-0, big swing, no contact. Surtz will get the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Taken. No, will come low. I thought it was going to be taken for strike 2. Instead, it will be low for ball 2. Two-one pitch. That one is low. Hitters count 3-1. Mayport CG looking for a big rally here in the bottom of the 7th inning to move on to the championship semifinals. Again, in this tournament, you got to win 2 games before you lose 2 games. So they do have a loss to give, but you love to stay in the driver's seat and get momentum in the postseason. 3-run comes high, ball 4. Surt draws the walk. Second walk issued by McDonald in the game. First and second, 1 away. Bottom of the 7th inning, Danica Hansen to the plate. We have a meeting in the pitcher's circle. Kindred-Richland is going to take time. I wonder if we're going to see a pitching change coming. There was some action on the sideline for the Kindred-Richland Vikings. And we're going to get some equipment brought in from the sideline for Kindred-Richland. So not sure what the conversation is now in the pitcher's circle, but we do have time called, and now the home plate umpire will come and join the discussion for Kindred-Richland. And we thought that this game was over. At least we knew this game wasn't over, but the fans thought this game was over because of the scoreboard being an inning ahead. Danica Hansen, the third baseman, will come up for Mayport CG. They are down by a pair. Tying run is at first base. And the weight will be off the shoulder of Mayport CG, off their shoulders if they can get 2 across here and at least know that they're going to extend this one to the 8th. Ball lifted in the air, comes towards short. Roland will grab it for out number 2. So now we're down to the real final out of the game, and it's Riley Satrom, the pitcher, to the plate. Satrom has gone 0 for 3, has struck out looking twice against Abby McDonald. Pitch is called a strike on the outside part of the plate. McDonald and Satrom have both pitched very well today. Satrom ready for the next pitch. The 0-1. That is called strike 2. Abby McDonald has brought Mayport CG down to their final bullet. The 0-2 outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. McDonald tried to get Satrom to chase. And with the left-handed hitter and some open space in the outfield, particularly over in left center, swing of the bat, Satrom could tie this game up. She will lay off a ball outside. It is now an even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gendrich at second. Surt over at first, and the pitch will hit off the heel of the glove of Burchell, not far enough to advance the 2 runners. And with 2 outs, you do not want to end the game trying to advance on a wild pitch. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, full count. Big moment for Riley Satrom from Mayport CG. Her team down by 2. Pokes this one foul the other way. We've seen 1 walk-off home run. Abby Richmond, a walk-off home run to lead Northern Cass to their win over Grafton. fact, we've seen 2 home runs hit today. 3-2 again. Check swing, did not go. And the runner will get first base, and the bases are loaded. Third walk issued by McDonald, and runners at first, second, and third. 2 outs for Mesa Larson. Mayport CG trying to tie this one up at Leafs, down by 2, their half of the 7th inning. Larson fouls that back to the fence. Should we see extra innings, it would be 2, 3, and 4 for Kindred-Richland. The 0-1. This one will get by the catcher. No one able to advance. Came over the shoulder of Burchell. Abby McDonald gets the sign. The pitch, this one hit up the middle. It's going to fall. They'll get the force at second, and that will end the game. Mayport CG loads them up. They could not get the run across in that bottom of the 7th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Our final score through 7 innings. It is Kindred-Richland 3, Mayport CG 1. Post-game show coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success, and they wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you, graduates, as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead and a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration, staff, and students at the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, you can find a lot of new spring items and gift ideas to check out. There's everything from new spring decor to gifts for any occasion. Find gift items for Mother's Day, confirmation, graduation, weddings, also birthdays and anniversaries too. Of course, you'll find a great selection of greeting cards for all occasions. Stop in and see what's new at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. And don't forget about your pharmacy and healthcare needs too. They provide in-town delivery and offer mail-out services for their customers. Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Farmers, what do you like on your salad? I'm kind of a Caesar salad kind of guy myself. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance. Now, I am no chef, but I would say a Caesar salad is way tastier to eat than a corn or soybean salad this summer. If you haven't bought your hail insurance yet, give us a call. We would be glad to help, but just don't wait too long because it's way more profitable to bring that crop to the elevator than eat a shredded corn and bean salad all summer long. For more information on our crop hail coverages, go to IrieInsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Our final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard: Kindred-Richland 3, Mayport CG 1. Our final game of day number 1 of the East Region Softball Tournament, in a game that mistakenly almost ended an inning early. But Kindred-Richland gets the win. Abby McDonald pitched well against Riley Satchram, who pitched well. Both pitchers with double-digit strikeouts. McDonald, who gets the win, had 11. Riley Satchram, who takes the loss, had 12. Let's break down our scoring. The first run came in the bottom of the first inning. Danica Hansen was driven home on an RBI hit for Raina Satchram. That 1-0 lead would stand until the top of the 4th. Abby McDonald was standing on second base. Maddie Burchell popped a ball up in foul territory first base side. Isla Peterson caught it, collided with Raina Satchram, the catcher from Mayport CG. They both went down, and hustling around second, Abby McDonald was able to score from third to tie the game at 1 apiece. We had a 1-1 game going until the 6th inning when 2 runs came across for Kindred-Richland. RBI double for Maddie Burchell drove in one of those runs. Bottom of the 6th inning, a runner was stranded at second by Mayport CG. They were able to load the bases in the bottom of the 7th, but could not driving the go-ahead, the tying run, nor the go-ahead run to end this one. So Kindred-Richland advances on in the semifinals. They will play Central Cass Monday. Mayport CG will play Pembina County North in the losers out game. Time now to name our post-game accolades first for our connection of the game. Brought to you by Halstead Telephone. Our HTC connection of the game will go to Maddie Burchell's RBI double in the 6th inning when she hit what was the go-ahead run. That is the connection of the game. She connected on that big double. Our RDK Enterprises Energy player of the game, that will go to Abby McDonald, who was able to score from second on that collision in foul territory. That was our energy player of the game. That was a big energy play, our Enbridge energy player of the game, and then our RDK player of the game. That will go to Abby McDonald, who pitched well. Both pitchers went well through all 7 innings of work. But Abby McDonald coming away with the win. She had 11 strikeouts in the game. She will be the RDK Enterprises player of the game in this contest. So our final score again, 3-1, the win for Kindred-Richland over Mayport CG. Our coverage of Day 2 of the East Region Softball Tournament will begin Monday at 1 o'clock. Hankinson will play against Grafton, followed by Pembina County North against Mayport CG. In the championship bracket, Thompson against Northern Cass, Central Cass against Kindred-Richland. That will do it for our broadcast here tonight. Our final score on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Kindred-Richland defeats Mayport CG 3-1. I am Joel Morgan with you here tonight. Thanks for joining us on YourLiveEvent.com.